Hey guys, it's Carolyn. I wanted to do a book tag that I saw over on Leslie's channel, from Words of Reader. That is her channel. And it's a tag that she created, and it's called the 20th Century Book Tag. And basically, all I had to do was pick out a book from every decade of the 20th century. And one of them might be cheating, I'm not really sure. One of them I couldn't find a book that I had that was published in this time. I know I have one, I just couldn't find it at the moment. So instead I did a book that was that was set in that time, which I hope was okay. I don't remember if she said that was or not, but hopefully it is. And I forgot to put these in order. So bear with me. I'm gonna have them in order, but it might just take me a minute to organize. So, yes. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, the first one that I had was the 1900s, and I picked The Marvelous Land of Oz, which is the second book in the Oz series. And I was going to do Wonderful Wizard, but it was published in 1899 originally, and I was like, dang it, it's like 2 years off. So, yeah, this was published in 1904, and I'm really excited to start this series, so, yeah. Next up is the Teens one, and that's the one where I couldn't find, like, I know I have a couple, that were published in the teens, but I couldn't find them. But I picked The Passing Bells by Philip Rock, excuse me, which is set, the summer right before, it's either set in 1913 or 1914, but it's right when World War I starts, or like right before it starts. Okay, next we have the 20s, and I kind of did an obvious, sorry, I'm not meaning to talk out of camera view, I kind of did an obvious one, and that is Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I'm a little bit ashamed that I picked this one because I'm not even finished with it yet. I actually was supposed to read it, last month, and I ended up putting it down, not because it wasn't great, it was, but I have to be in the specific mood to read that genre, and, like, this is very specific, classic, and at the time I was reading it, I really felt more like reading a kid's book or a, historical fiction, which I guess this is historical fiction, but, I don't know, it was like, I wasn't in the mood to read it when I was reading it, so that's why I didn't finish it, but I am going to pick it back up, at some point. I just don't know when, because I kind of went ahead and saw the movie, but yeah, but anyway, that's off topic, but, so, yes, I know it's generic to pick this one, but, not generic, cliche, that's the word I'm looking for, cliche, but yeah. 30s, I found a good one. This is actually published in 39, and it is Old Possum's Book of Impractical Cats, Practical Cats, by T.S. Eliot, and this is the book that Andrew Lloyd Webber's show Cats is based off of, and I love this book. Like, it's tiny, so it's really easy to read. Like, it's tiny, and it's got pictures, and, it's just really funny and fantastic. Okay, the next one was the 40s, and I did The Portable Dorothy Parker by Dorothy Parker. This edition obviously is not published in the 40s. This was the Penguin Deluxe edition that I love because it's got the deckled edges and the French flaps and little comic strip things all over it. But her whole Portable Dorothy Parker was originally published in 1944. So, yeah. 50s. I don't remember which one I picked for the 50s. It was... Oh, yes I do. I lied. Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. This one I just picked up randomly and was like, I'm pretty sure Narnia was in the 50s, and it was 1951 was Prince Caspian. So yeah, so I don't know if Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was then 1950 or 49, or I'm guessing it was 50. So yeah, Prince Caspian, which I haven't read yet, shameface. 60s, I picked the one that I'm reading now, which is New Moon with the Old, which was published in 63, and that is also the year that it is set. Or it might be set in 61. No, I think it's set in 63. And I'm loving this so far, so that's why I picked this one. Even though I won't be able to pick it back up until next month, I'm just really loving it. So yeah. 70s, I picked, if I can grab it, Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. This edition is like a lot newer, but the story itself was originally published in 1977. I had to read this book for one of my literature classes in college, and it was amazing. I love it, and I have it on my list to reread before the film comes out in November. And then next year, I really want to read Ender's Shadow, which I also own. But what I'm trying to do is collect all of the Ender's Saga books before I, like, start over and reread all the way through. Like, I have Ender's Shadow, obviously Ender's Game, Children of the Mind, I think that's what it's called, and Xenocide. So I think that's how you say that. So I want to collect the rest of them and then start from the beginning and go all the way through. So yeah, that was random, but anyway, I always like come up with these random topics in the middle of my things. I'm sorry, you guys. If you like that, cool. If you don't like it, please let me know in a gentle fashion, and I will not ramble during these videos. 80s, I had it, where'd it go? It was here. Oh, I did Prayer for Owen Meany by John Irving. This was one of my favorite books that I had to read in high school. It is one of the few books that I had to read in high school that I really, really enjoyed. And it's definitely an acquired taste, I would say, but I really liked it. And I just actually, like, picked it up and I was like, ooh, does this fall under my category that I need? And it was in the 80s, and I was like, I don't have an 80s book, yay. But yeah, this is really good if you guys haven't read it and you're looking to read an adult novel, because I know most booktubers are, like, really into YA, but some of them aren't. Some of them are really into adult and don't read much YA. But anyway, beside the point, this is very, very good, but again, it is an acquired taste, and if any of you have seen the film Simon Birch, this is the book that film is based on. So yeah, this was awesome. And 90s, there was a little tie, because one of them I just picked because I just got it and I'm really excited to read it, and the other one is one of my favorite books of all time. I guess I'll go in order of date. Phantom by Susan Kay is one of my favorite books ever. Like, it's probably in my top 10, which is seriously saying something very significant. And this is a prequel to Phantom of the Opera. Obviously not the year it was published, because this was in 91 and Phantom of the Opera was in 1911. So obviously not chronologically, but it is the story of the Phantom, Eric, and his childhood all the way up to, I think, all the way debut, and it is just gorgeous. It's amazingly written, and I really need a new copy of this because I got it used, so that's why it's just, I need a new copy. But anyway, the other one is Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire, which was published in '99, and I just really am so excited to read this book, which is why I picked it for this tag, because it's just, I saw the film and I absolutely adored it, and it's just a really unique perspective. Like, it's like about the Ugly Stepsisters. Well, it's about one in particular, but it's really about both of them and their mother, and like their side of the story, I guess, for Cinderella. And it doesn't, what I like about it is, since it's from the Ugly Stepsister's point of view, you would expect it to paint the Cinderella character in like a mean light, or a, not really a mean light, but in a kind of, the stepsister is jealous of Cinderella kind of way. And that's not how, at least that's not how the film was at all. They actually all got along pretty well, and so I'm hoping it's going to be the same in the book. So yeah, and as I said, as I have said in previous videos, I have read Wicked by Gregory Maguire and just loved it. So yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, that's the 20th century book tag. And if you guys want to do it, go for it. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular because tagging never really works for me. Like, the person who I tag never gets the message or something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to say whoever wants to do this, go for it. Again, this was created by Leslie over at Words of a Reader, and it was her video that I saw where I was like, I really want to do that. So yeah. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment if you want, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.